I think early on, I think we tried to come out with a level of intensity, but we talked about our communication and some of the switches. I think they got a couple threes open, and then obviously with some of the size, the rebounding really gave us a tough time tonight with the second chance opportunities as well as points in the paint.
You saw Jimmy with some knee soreness. What kind of led to that, and how's he doing?
I mean, that's the same knee he's dealt with before, so I think he's left knee soreness, and again, part of this is being careful so things don't get any worse. Obviously, we want to stay cautious with our guys and make sure that we can continue to try to find and get healthy bodies back.
I know it feels like a repetitive question, but just how tough does it continue to be with guys coming in and out and disrupting that flow?
You know, there's a level of difficulty there, and it will probably sound like the same message and repeating it back of, the guys that step on that floor have to be ready to go. And again, it's part of our job to compete, to play hard every single night, and make sure that we can continue to stay together and work. Obviously there's been games that we've been up, we've been down. We got to continue to battle.
How's Jalen doing? He wasn't officially ruled out, but it seemed like it was hobbling and dealing with some right ankle early for.
Those are those things that we have to I continue to evaluate. Obviously with bodies going down, I want to make sure that you're not putting anybody else in harm's way. So he tweaked it a couple times tonight, but I think he'll be okay.
You did mention the switching as something you were looking at. How do you think? I know you haven't watched the film yet, but just based off what you did see, how did you think you guys did with that tonight?
You said it. I'm gonna have to look at the film. I know there was a couple times that we got hit. Obviously our level of communication, has to continue to turn up. But again, our guys have to continue to compete. Our level of communication will continue to get better. And again, we'll look at the film, take what we can from this, and then move on and be ready for Friday.
And bigger picture with the switching, how do you, I guess, what do you tell guys? What do you want guys to do in terms of 1-5 pick and roll, like soft switches versus like how much like necessary contact to make? Like how do you guys evaluate or look at that?
I think it's all about contact first. I think the biggest thing, we want to make sure we're physical early without fouling. You want to push guys to the screen so you avoid the slip outs. But then that level of communication of that guard or that big getting under the screen so there's not the quick, easy roll.
And do you feel like there needs, or do you tell guys to have let there be a necessary amount of contact that they're creating so you don't give them, I guess, a mismatch early on and they can kind of just milk it from there?
Well, the situation with that is a lot of guys aren't willing to throw the ball into the post. So we look at it as, if we want to take out the three, you force them to have to, try to get the ball in the paint where they don't want to throw the basketball. So again, a lot of it came and they got the threes because of our communication level. And so it wasn't necessarily the switch to the paint. It was more the switch to the three.
Good. All right.
Thank
Oh, you guys have done a good job all season of avoiding lopsided losses. What did you feel were the contributing factors to the one?
I think tonight was just a drop off in energy. In that third quarter, we always talk about the third quarter as being our, Achilles heel. But tonight we just didn't bring it during the third quarter.
It's been tough with guys in and out of the lineup all season. But to have Truman leave tonight, Jalen dealing with something, just how much of the totality adds up for you?
It's tough, but at the end of the day, it's the NBA. No one said it's going to be easy. Coach Mose always preaches next man up mentality, and that's something that we're just going to have to be about instead of talking about. And I think we've done a pretty good job of it. But hopefully, I think we get 3 days before we play again. Hopefully, we can get guys feeling good again before we play Philly.
How big can those 3 days be for your group to both rest up and to review film over the last couple of games?
Very big. Not often do we get 3 days in between games. Normally it's, a day in between, if you're lucky, 2 days. So I think we need to capitalize off of this, get our rest, get some work in, and just get better as a unit.
Even before the third quarter, that seems to be, I think we call it Achilles heel. Like, what are you seeing? Is there a pattern from third quarters that you're seeing that's an issue for you guys?
Yeah, I think there's just a drop off in energy. We just need to go out there and compete. I think when we just segment the game and just break it up into quarters, and just say let's just win this quarter and let's just do our job and win this quarter, I think we're better off. But hopefully we can go take a look back at this third quarter and figure out, where we need to get better.
Because it has been such a consistent issue, has the message or from the coaching staff or maybe the player leadership changed in terms of like how to change that or how to stop that from happening?
I think it comes from within. Our coaches do a really good job of laying out the game plan, and I think it's up to us players to go out there and just follow it.